Hi, Cancer. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-September 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we inform us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread, and the way it works is a look at the past, present, future energies between you and the main love interest. Then we'll pull oracle cards to help with the bridge and the gap dynamic. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel it's the way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Grace. So this is the equivalent of the Star card in traditional tarot, and it is the card that comes after the Tower. So it could just be saying you guys might have gone through a rough stretch in the past and then maybe crossed paths with this person, and it might have actually help awaken you to an extent, maybe actually help you believe in love to an extent again as well. For some of you, this could have been as recent as when we had the Aquarius full moon back in August. Past energy on their side, we have the Two of Cups. So this is actually a Cancerian energy here. So yeah, what this says to me is more than likely they did feel a strong pull toward you, but if we notice, one of those jugs is knocked over, so it could just be saying that maybe, while they had those feelings for you, they might have realized that, yeah, maybe at least in the past you weren't necessarily able to give to the same level they were, so I feel like they had an awareness of that, so one way or another, it looks like they might have been aware of the tough time you'd been going through in the past. In the present position on your side, we have Triumph. So this is the equivalent of the World card in traditional tarot. So yeah, definitely looks like there's some growth taking place, both I feel on a personal level for you, but also within the connection as well. So yeah, you might actually feel like the connection is starting to deepen between the two of you. Present energy on their side, they have the World as well. So interesting to see the World energy. I mean, different artwork, of course, but same general concept. So yeah, so it looks like they do want to offer their best to the connection. So it looks like there's a cycle of growth taking place between you. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Queen of Arrows. So this is a Libra energy here. So for some of you, this could just be as simple as pointing to the Libra energy that we'll be entering as we get toward the end of September. But more so than that, if we look at the artwork here, it looks like she's leaning in the direction of the cards on the side, looking over her shoulder and holding that arrow toward that direction as well, which points to communication. So yeah, I feel like this is saying that ultimately you will be in that Venusian kind of energy to where you really will feel the strong pull toward a person, but I feel like this is saying you also want to see them take a little bit more initiative within the connection as well. So you might feel like you do want to, be more communicative with them and express your feelings, but you wanted to see a little bit more from them as well. All right, and the future energy on their side, we have the Ace of Cups. So the interesting thing here is obviously it looks like there's a lot of openness, right? They might even be overflowing with emotion to an extent, but with the Ace energy, it doesn't necessarily indicate acting on it as clearly. So it could just be one of those things where the two of you might end up in a bit of a stalemate in the future to where you might both be waiting on the other to take more of the lead within the connection, but it does seem like the attraction is genuine for sure. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have Desire. So this is the equivalent of the Chariot in traditional tarot, which is the major arcana card for your sign. So yeah, I mean, on a more basic level, this could just be saying that you really just feel a strong level of desire for this person, but more so than that, I feel like this is saying that you just feel there's this pull to move the connection forward between the two of you. And it could just be saying that you also feel like you're at home with this person as well. Right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Empress. So yeah, so this kind of goes along with what I was saying with the Ace of Cups in the future. which, I don't think it's going to end up being a deal breaker in any way, but just it seems like this person is going to be in more of the receptive, feminine energy within the connection as well. So, again, like I said, if you're hoping for them to take more of the lead, at least in the immediate future, it looks like that might not be the case. So, in the present, it looks like the two of you are on the same page. But in the future, it looks like you both might want the other to take the lead more within the connection. So that might have to be something that's going to have to be worked out, but it doesn't necessarily feel like it'll be a huge deal to get there. But we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Oracle card deck. I'm just going to give this a few shuffles. All right, and we'll take this card here. And next, I'll do the same thing with the Wisdom of Oracle deck. So I'm just going to give this a few shuffles now. Okay, and we'll take this card here. And we'll take a look at the Messages of card first. All right, we have Twin Flame. It says this is a divine counterpart connection. So, I mean, at the very least, this could definitely explain the strong pull that you feel toward each other, right? And why it might feel faded to an extent as well, but also why there could be some disconnects at time where, like I said, in the future, it looks like the two of you might be waiting on the other to take more to lead. But again, like I said, it feels like it'd be something you could work through. All right. And from the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have Yang. There's the artwork, and the number is 1. So yeah, so this might actually be encouraging you to take a little bit more to lead, but we'll see what it says. All right, the relationship message says circumstances are supporting action on your part. It's okay to make the first move. Trust that you will quickly know where you stand. In matters of the heart, there is movement toward your highest good, so go forth with assurance. Passion is in the air, and now is the time to dance to the tune of love. Take the lead. So yeah, so like I said, it could just be that for some of you, maybe it's just more of a situation where you might have to take the lead, at least temporarily, right? Because with the World card, for both to be in the present, it looks like they will reciprocate that effort if once it's given. But yeah, overall, like I said, it looks like it's positive, and then it could just be encouraging to take the lead. For example, if they're not aware that you're ready yet, right? Because like I said, it looks like in the past they had an awareness that you were going through a tough time, so maybe they weren't necessarily trying to push the situation with you because they might have thought, oh, maybe it's not the right time. But if you are open to moving it forward now, you just might, maybe not even have to take the lead, but just make it a little bit more clear that you are more open to moving the connection forward at this time. All right, so hopefully that resonated for you guys. I'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.